Hello and good morning, beautiful family. It is Tuesday, August the 20th, 2024. I hope you guys are well, and I wish you a very blessed day. Let's get started with a little help from Spirit to make it a blessed day. All right, so Kuan Yin Oracle today is number 15, Ivory Swan Goddess. The Ivory Swan Goddess. Okay. Let's see. The Ivory Swan Goddess speaks of spiritual grace and purity. The purity of your soul light never fades, beloved. Release guilt, shame, judgment, or fear that you're not enough in any way, so that you may realize your beauty. Be more of yourself and shine your divine essence into the world. Are you being yourself? Are you letting your full light shine? All right. Now, earth magic, we have the rainbow, and it's about blessings. I love a good rainbow that pops up. All right. Promises and blessings. All right. A rainbow is created by the collaboration of sunlight and water in the atmosphere. The water droplets become tiny prisms that collectively diffuse and disperse light into a ribbon of colors. That is the essence of every hue we're capable of perceiving on this planet. Rainbows symbolize many things, including good luck, a bridge to heaven, and abundance. It's difficult for any of us to ignore the majesty of a rainbow and the gentle power inherent in its display. It's such a simple blending of the elements coming together in perfect visual harmony to create one of the most beautiful sights in all of creation. Although there are diverse meanings attributed to the sight of a rainbow, a common thread is that it offers blessings. The artist of this image created this rainbow to commemorate a friend who had just died. She worked on it whenever she felt her love and appreciation for her friend. The blessings he brought to the world and to her life, often after a spell of tearful grief. I agree. After losing Michael, the rainbow has popped up quite a few times when he's been on my mind. So, to me, it's confirmation that your loved ones are with you, and they send you these sweet little messages, and rainbow is one of the forms. Now, it's interesting that the rainbow comes in tomorrow on the roundtable. We'll be talking about colors. And I figure the rainbow might pop in there. All right, because that's God's creation. Okay, Lantern Oracle. Let's see. Number 16. Melting Mask. Allow your spirit self to shine through the many roles you fulfill. Anybody else out there wear many hats and titles? Yeah. A role becomes a mask when it distorts, constricts, or conceals rather than reflects a true expression of our spirit self. A mask typically arises out of the ego's desire to be real and in control, when in fact it's neither. The ego, like the body and emotions, are tools. Their function, when used appropriately and proportionally, is to give authentic form and expression to our spirit self. Drawing this card signifies the impending loss of a mask to an encounter, an event, or a circumstance that incites its melting. A period of confusion, turmoil, or grief may follow this mask dissolution. It had once served you in some way, therefore is a loss that can take some adjusting to, especially if there remains a significant identification with an attachment to this mask. The featured mother wishes to assure you that the dissolution of any mask is a blessing. Oh, we have blessing. With time, you will begin to see that losing the image of who you thought you were or had believed that you needed to be, in fact, the liberating path to experiencing all the more that you are. Well, it's just like, let's just take me for instance. I'll be a guinea pig. I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm a grandmother, I'm a tarot reader, I'm a friend, I'm a sister, a daughter, the list goes on and on and on. Each of those, like soul contracts, those are fractals. They are how I self-identify in this world. But that's not the true essence of my soul and who I am and my personality. Now, if you know me well enough, you'll know that each of those roles are only a fraction of who I truly am. Okay? And sometimes we need to allow that mask to melt off to get to know yourself of who you truly are. You're not a title. Okay? Who are you? And how do you remember who you are? Mufasa back today. Okay, so have you ever thought just to stop and ask, who am I? And maybe you've gotten so comfortable in having those titles that you forgot who you were. Well, stand in the mirror and introduce yourself again. And figure it out. Okay? All right. Whispers of Healing. Number 42. This is beautiful. Unconditional love. Absolutely. Look at the rainbow colors. Gorgeous. Unconditional love. And we know that that comes from the divine creator. Okay. Let's see. Continuing to love someone no matter what may be difficult. However, love's always worthwhile. You are made up of love 100%. This is the truth of your very being. That's under all that mask. No matter how upset you are, how much you beat yourself up, or unknowingly hurt other people, you will always have love residing in you. Your heart is seeking love at every second of your life. Loving unconditionally means giving love without expectation. Being and giving the love you want to experience in your relationships can be the hardest lesson of life. A big part of unconditional love is forgiveness. You limit your ability to achieve unconditional love when you blame someone for a past wrong or rehash past sufferings. Beating yourself up and blaming your sadness on the past only triggers more distress in your life. You have a purpose in life and you have a choice. You can let the past haunt you and inflict more suffering in your life, or you can forgive yourself and get back to living your purpose. Two fairies depict this message. One fairy has her hands over her heart as if she's receiving love. The other fairy is openly expressing love to her friend. The rainbow hues, rainbow comes back, symbolize magical blessings. Rainbows remind us of the benefits that come from hoping and believing that unconditional love heals all things. There's so much love being shown to you every day. Unconditional love is your greatest challenge and your greatest joy. Start with yourself. Is there something you need to forgive yourself for? Bless yourself. Love yourself unconditionally. That's part of reaching Christ consciousness because that's what Yeshua does. Okay, I love you can't make this up, of randomly pulling these different decks and Spirit puts them together. All right, Lemurian. All right, our Lemurian card today is number 26, Full Spectrum. Full spectrum. Talk about full spectrum of colors. Let's see what this says. Bring a deeper sense of freedom to a situation. A limitation may be a state of mind. A shift of perspective can help bring a sense of lightness and choice. Also consider what freedom looks like to you. In the bigger picture of your life, if you're feeling stifled in an environment, it's up to you to make a change. Add pleasurable moments or practices that cultivate a sense of great freedom in your day-to-day life. If you're currently experiencing greater freedom, you may be feeling a little unsettled. Consider whether is the kind you were looking for. If you were feeling ungrounded and lost, perhaps you could add some structure to your world to optimize your freedom. Okay, so we need to ground ourselves. Full spectrum. Yeah, sometimes have you ever been in a meditation or a prayer and you're so connected to Spirit that you feel like you're coming out of your own shoes? If you wear shoes, you know what I mean? You're coming out of your skin. Yeah, sometimes we just need to reground ourselves in this unfortunate 3D world. We will reach that full enlightenment someday, and that's true freedom, okay, without restriction. Okay, let's do shadow work today. What do they want us to work on? Projection. Seek the truth within before pointing fingers. This is about blame, deflection, and accusations. And we talked yesterday during the show about what a narcissist looks like. It's never my fault. It's always your fault. Okay. In relationships, when we have difficulties, how we communicate, it may be feeling appropriate to you, but it may be taken wrong. Now, if you articulated yourself very well and they took it wrong, that's on them. But remember, communicating is very important. How are you projecting yourself to other people? Okay. Find out the real truth. Let's not have knee-jerk reactions before we start pointing fingers at other people. Okay. And somebody that's very self-centered and narcissistic this is a huge soul contract for them to overcome. Some do, some don't. How do you receive that person? Okay. With unconditional love. All right. But with boundaries. Yep. All right. Your inner child today. These are so cute. Number 2, heart wisdom. Heart wisdom. I quiet my mind to hear the song of my heart. Yep. That's allowing your soul and spirit to take over and really truly listening to who you are, melting that mask away of that unconditional love within you and quieting down your mind and your ego. Those are where meditation, maybe that's what this little guy is doing. Knowing yourself, what's within you. And if you forgot who you are, introduce yourself again. All right, your spirit animal today is number 60. This is the swan spirit. Now look at this. You talk about, I don't know about you, but I don't believe in coinky dinks. Ivory swan, swan spirit. Time for a deep dive. Like I said, you can't make this up. All right. With their graceful long necks, swans are able to reach into the depths. When swan spirit arrives, you are called to take a deep dive beyond what's easily available on the surface. You may think you know what is best for you now, but take the plunge into the depths of your awareness, for there is knowledge you are not aware of, and the great treasures to discover. Deeper understanding awaits you, and a perspective that comes from great self-knowledge is what you need right now to better understand a situation or relationship. As you come to know yourself more intimately, so too will you come to better know others. So Swan Spirit asks you to go beyond the surface of what is happening between you and others and resist the temptation to judge, projection, by superficial appearances. Know there is much deeper potential for loving connections, forgiveness, and mutual understanding. Choose to deep dive into your why, asking the deeper questions of yourself. You are led by the grace of the Swan Spirit. Lots of mercy and grace. Make sure your communication is accurate. If you're being triggered by someone, ask yourself why. All right, who you truly are. So today it looks like we're getting into, rediscovering ourselves. Like I said, if you don't remember who you truly are without all of those titles and hats on your head, remove the mask and reintroduce yourself. Your final card today from Tarot is the beautiful Empress, Major Arcana. It's number 3. And the Empress is about true divine feminine energy. She's very abundant. She's very fertile. She commands and demands things at will. This is a Mama Gaia card because this is such a strong divine feminine, grounding yourself in the earth. All right. The Empress wears all those hats, but who is she truly? She's about love and compassion and abundance. Okay. She can wave that wand and have what she needs. You see the crown on her head? She knows who she is. Very, very divine feminine here. Make sure that you're grounding yourself. And if it's about fertility, it's a good luck card. There might be a blessing on the way. Yeah. All right. Those are your cards for today. I hope you got a blessing. I hope they resonate with you. And if they don't, that's okay. There's always tomorrow. But get to know yourself. You are a blessing. You are unconditional love. Maybe we just need to go back in and find ourselves again. Okay? All right, guys. You guys have a very blessed day. Know that I love you. And I will see you on the round table tomorrow. King doesn't have a show today either. So until then, I love you.